Welcome to Cheshire and Warrington. You might relate this area to footballers and their wives. Well, that's only part of the story. Cheshire and Warrington is one of the most successful areas in the UK and one of the most sought-after business locations. It stretches from the borders of North Wales to the Peak District and has direct access to a global market through Manchester and Liverpool. So what makes Cheshire and Warrington such a good place for businesses? Steve Woonkey is a former professional cricketer and now successful restaurateur who has moved from Australia and is a fond admirer of the region.
Well, I used to be a professional cricketer and I used to spend 6 months here and 6 months in Australia. I had a good look at the country, and when I decided I wanted to live here full time, Cheshire particularly was the place that I thought was better than anywhere else. Simply had the quality of life that I'd been used of in Australia. And everybody I speak to here says, oh, wouldn't you rather live in Australia? Well, quite frankly, no, I wouldn't like to live in Australia. Yes, they've got a lovely climate, but in the summertime, I don't think there's anywhere better in the world. I would say to anybody, all they've got to do is come and look at the venue, because once they see it, they'll never want to be anywhere else. It's that simple. I'm lucky enough, when I first came here because of cricket, to tour all over the country, and I made my choice based on the fact that I knew what good location looks like. I knew what good quality of life felt like, having had those things. This is the closest to that feel that you will find here in the UK.
Martin Lee is the Chief Executive of the Cheshire and Warrington Economic Alliance. His key role is to work closely with businesses and the public sector in order to ensure future prosperity for the area.
Increasingly, I think both businesses and tourists are becoming more aware that there is a lot more to the United Kingdom than simply London. What we offer here, I think, is a mixture of a big city proximity. We're only half an hour from Liverpool, we're only half an hour from Manchester.
In a recent MORI survey, international opinion leaders mentioned the economic base, the highly skilled workforce, and quality environment as reasons to locate here. For a more local perspective, Martin Lee talks to local business leaders about what attracted them to Cheshire and Warrington.
With regards to our particular business, we need a lot of people to be on our bank, and we've got the beauty of being able to draw people from the metropolises of Liverpool and Manchester and bringing them into Cheshire, because they get out of the rat race to a certain extent as well. They're not involved in that commute into Manchester, which is a difficult thing. I mean, from here, we've got the beauty of being able to get into Manchester to do business, but we don't have to actually be based there, and in Liverpool as well.
The requests that we get to go and speak to people regarding new business are coming more now from the south than they are from the north. And we're a northwest based company in Cheshire, but more and more hits are now coming from the south.
Some of the largest blue chip companies that have located here quote not only a fertile business environment, but the outstanding quality of life. Bentley Motors in Crewe, AstraZeneca in Macclesfield, and United Utilities in Warrington are all major employers who have situated within excellent countryside, yet still close to important transport links.
It's very, very good links in the north here for the airports, for rail, for commuting generally. I have international links with Milan and London and have regular supplies that will fly in and travel in. So it's very, very accessible. Chester is the gateway to North Wales, to Liverpool, to Cheshire and sort of Shrewsbury areas. And I know that through my customer base that comes in.
Wychwood Park Golf Club is based in the Cheshire Plains and is now probably the premier golf course in the northwest of England. This golf course measures 7,213 yards and has hosted the Europro Tour, XL Tour and several Northern PGA championships.
Major investment in rail infrastructure is reaping its own reward in attracting new business. Projects underway include upgrades to the West Coast Main Line, a major regeneration of Crewe and Chester stations, reducing rail times into London to under 2 hours from Chester and 90 minutes from Crewe. Surf Control, a $1 billion turnover IT company, typifies the success of the area. A first-tier supplier to Microsoft, Surf Control was first established in Congleton.
Surf Control is a business based in the Silicon Valley of the North, and what Surf Control does is basically help protect companies from all the different problems of the internet. The internet is one of those things that is wonderful for business, but it's also one of the biggest security threats. So with things like spyware and viruses and nasty websites, Surf Control produced a whole series of technology which protects businesses from all those nasty stuff on the internet. When Self-Control was founded, we looked at all the statistics and actually decided that Cheshire and Warrington area should be the place that we actually came to. When you're actually building a business, you need certain things. You need access to customers, you need the ability to have access to resources, like people and good locations. And if you want to balance it right, you also need access to a quality of life. And we had all of those things, especially if you're building an international business. The ability to go in America or Asia or wherever.
A number of high-tech companies have located at Birchwood Park, a 123-acre, 1,100,000 square foot mixed-use business park located close to the M6 and M62 motorway interchange, providing excellent links to the region as a whole.
As of today, Birchwood is currently home to 300 companies and 18,000 staff, with a resident population of 12,000 people. From an international perspective, looking at the UK, the North West and specifically Cheshire is the centre of the UK. At the same time, we are within 20 minutes drive of Manchester International Airport, which means external international companies can very easily get to North Cheshire or any other part of Cheshire. They can then benefit from a fantastic environment in which to live and a commercial environment where they're rubbing shoulders with many very well-known international companies, combined with excellent transport links to link around the UK and serve other parts of the country.
Cheshire and Warrington offers a world-class location for knowledge-based businesses across a wide range of sectors. A combination of accessibility, scale and quality of skills pool, a broad range of successful entrepreneurial businesses, and of course a high-quality place to live, work and play.
What attracted MBNA, for instance, their former Chief Executive, General Krulak, was exactly that mixture of quality of life and the availability of really highly skilled people.
We should be shouting it off the mountaintops that Cheshire and Warrington, all the small hamlets, all the large towns are really capable of supporting high quality of life.